And good afternoon from the Utica Curling Club. We are bringing you the Utica Curling Club Mixed Championship semifinal game this afternoon. I'm Roger Roulette and Dave Craig-Nolan here with the call. And you've got the lineups for today?
Yeah, we've got the team of Mike Kessler skipping with Ann Stillman playing third, Mike DiGeronimo at second, and Liz Cato lead. And they will be opposed by the team of Dwayne Farr, skipping Dynamite Dwayne Farr, skipping with the stick. Barb Felice playing vice, and Charlie Schatz playing second, and Monica Spath is the lead. So hope you folks have some time to sit down and enjoy the game with us. We're looking forward to bringing it to you.
And we'll be here again tomorrow to bring you the finals of this event. I won't be here, I'll be out there curling.
I'll be here, folks. I'm not sure if I'm going to be solo calling the game, or looks like everybody who normally might help me might be out on the ice, and I'll cheer for them to not be up here calling it with me. It's more fun to be playing, but 11:30 or thereabouts, we'll have the finals. Should be great. Of course, this is our play-down tournament, our in-house play-down mixed tournament to qualify for our Marie Cobb tournament, which is just in, I believe, several weeks away, right, Roger?
A couple weeks, yeah.
Yeah, a couple weeks away. A lot of good stuff going on here at the Curling Club. We have the Women's United States Curling Association Championships.
U.S. Women's Curling Association Nationals.
Nationals, thank you.
And that'll be at the end of February. We have our Cobb Bonspiel, which is mixed going back to the 1950s.
That's great.
And we'll have our Olympic event coming up on February 12th on a Saturday. And we hope a lot of folks come out here to try.
We're having possibly a little audio difficulty out there. Let us know if in fact you can hear me. It looks like Roger is being heard, which is probably better off than me running my app, but let us know. We'll try and find out what's going on and see if we can make it right. We're both masked up behind our microphones today. Maybe the mask it's thin enough to where it shouldn't make a difference, I wouldn't think. We can hear each other well, so.
And just about to get underway here.
Other events going on right now. We have our B. I don't think the C event goes until tomorrow. The C event final is already, one team is waiting for.
Yeah, there's a C semi that will go off either tomorrow morning or tomorrow night.
Right.
And the other C participant, I believe, is already decided.
A little funny draw board with the amount of teams. Need to hear me better. I don't understand it. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to blow you out. Let me try it. Yeah, let's see. Try taking the mask off, I guess?
No, just bring it up a little closer.
Okay. All right, let's see how that does, folks. I got us, everything on this end looks like we got it where we should be hearing both of us clearly. But let me know again, okay? Would appreciate that. Chat room's open for anybody who may like to visit with us. Now this should be a good game. You know, certainly on paper, the team of Mike Kessler looks like curling is a curling game. You make your shots and you can hang in against anybody. It looks like on paper that Mike Kessler's team, if you were to make a favorite of the game, could be slightly favored to win this game. However, curling is a funny game. You know, sometimes the team that looks like they should win does not always do that. Roger and I can vouch for that. We've curled enough together to know that if we were on our game, that we could probably butt heads with anybody. So it's be interesting to see. I hope that it is a good game and both teams play up to their full ability.
Game's not played on paper.
No, it is not. Who would have thought the 49ers would get this far?
Or the Buffalo Bills would not be in.
I know.
13 seconds, that's going to go down in history.
Oh, my God. I think the coach probably of the Bills is going to second-guess himself for not squibbing the kick and eating up a few more seconds. But 20/20's hindsight as well. Let's see what we're doing here.
And we're about to get underway. It looks
Roger
like.
is much louder than you. And I'm turned up louder. I'm all but ingesting the microphone, so I can't get it any closer to my mouth.
And underway. It looks like Dwayne Farr will have the Blue Rocks, and Team Kessler will have the Red Rocks and the last rock here in the first end.
This has done this before with the board. I'm not sure that the board doesn't have a little bug in it. Maybe that particular yeah, because I'm not up now. I'm bouncing up into the there it is right there. That should be better. Let us know, okay?
Center guard slipped into the rings, and
wow, this came up hard, Hunter.
oh wow, that came up just a ton.
Mm-hmm.
A little down weight. Kind of threw the house weight on that one. Wanted to keep the shooter hanging around, but that overcurled.
Yeah, a little early miscue there. See if Dwayne can, not sure what he's calling for here. I think I'd be going for another center guard if I was him, but looks like maybe that's what he's calling.
Or maybe just looking to set 1 and 2 here. A little early, though, to do that.
Mm-hmm. Monica Spath with her second stone of the afternoon. Longtime member of the Utica Curling Club. Good to see her out there in a semi.
And the center guard goes up.
Good shot there from Monica. Liz will firm this one up a little bit if I know her like I think I do.
Definitely a little more weight this time.
Yep.
Looks like a good solid hack weight.
Fine shot. Little roll out into the open, but nonetheless a good takeout.
Lineup for all these teams are a little discombobulated this weekend due to our good friend Omicron.
Yeah, COVID protocol. Even the Utica Curling Club, our amateur curling event, is being interrupted by it. Wish this thing would just go away. We're hoping for another few weeks. Hopefully this will run its course and we can, we're all rooting to get back to some degree of normalcy here. To Charlie Schatz, first shot of the afternoon. So he's trying to make a soft takeout on this red rock. Looks like he's coming up hard on him.
It's going to over curl. It might make it backwards.
Might do it the backdoor way here.
Just a little soft.
Yep. Going to get it off the rings, I think. Dwayne's beating it up. It's going to stick around in the back, looks like.
Got it to the back 12. Just wonder if it's a hair sticky this first end with all the lightweight takeouts.
Yes. So Mike DiGeronimo, his first attempt at a draw here of the afternoon. I think Mike like to go right to the top of the 4-foot circle with this. Looks a little light, Roger.
It is. Maybe it is running just a tad slow here this first end. Now we'll come up for another guard.
It's good for Dwayne.
Hey, hook it in, turn around. Now you got a jammer.
Good call here from Dwayne. Even if it just chips the blue rock out of the way, it'll expose that. Might be able to split them both on.
Yeah, they're looking to come around this way. Option would be to hook around these two. Kind of like that blue rock where it is. It's in a nice spot.
Certainly cutting the rings down on that side.
Yeah, there's no good draw path over there. At least not for red.
Looks like Charlie's got a good rock here.
If the weight's right, this looks really good.
Little chip.
Yeah, just a little soft.
Yep. Did push it on the rings. Still not shot rock, however. Red is still shot in the back of the park.
It's a danger rock, though. It's got to go.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit this high side and roll away, though, you're going to leave a draw path.
Mike throwing some weight here. Looks like it might have floated on him a little.
Definitely hanging.
Just chipped the blue rock into the 8-foot, I believe, for shot rock, huh?
He's going to sit for shot on the edge.
Yeah.
Now, free draw for Team Far to sit 1-2. Take your pick, in turn or out turn.
I might like your idea of coming the other way, Roger. If you're light, you might cover that one up, or you want to sit 1-2.
I like the in turn here because if you're half exposed, you got the jam in the back red.
Yes.
Potentially.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with the out turn, though. If you know this ice and bury one around that blue guard, that's great, too.
I think Dwayne's thinking in his mind he'd like to come out of this shot sitting 1-2.
If you got any curl over here, I like the draw. Looks like they're calling for the tap.
Yeah, with that ice, he's certainly looking to make a little raise of their own blue rock here. Monica and Charlie are working this over like it's light. I think the weight's pretty good. Might just curl up on it. No, it looks great. He's going to hit it a little on the high side. He might overstoink this one a little bit.
Well, they had to go for weight. It wasn't too heavy.
Not bad. That's not bad. I think 1 and 2.
They're
right?
1 and 2.
That one's certainly behind cover. So a nice forceful end here from Team Far thus far. Bada boom. I did not plan that one, folks.
Trying to be punny here in the afternoon.
And Stillman was looking to make a hit and roll here on this rock out in the 12-foot. Looks like nose hit.
It's going to almost stay right there.
Yeah, pretty
right
much
on
right
the
on
nose.
the schnoggin. I think if you're Dwayne, you want to make this rock go away.
Yeah, it's a little higher in the rings now, so now the roll's a little better.
Mm-hmm.
The roll probably only gets you to T line now instead of behind T. Looking for a long roll. Barb Felice with her second. Again, this one's hanging out as well.
It's coming to the nose,
Here
I
it
believe.
comes.
Yeah, it's coming. Maybe a little roll inside, a little bit. Nope, I guess right to the nose, huh?
Yep, Not enough weight for the long roll. Looks like Mike tightened up the ice here for the hit and roll. Looks like it might run a little straight out here. Yeah, still on her second. Again, looking for the long roll here to get covered.
Heard Mike say never. Outside just a little bit. Boy, it's really starting to move. It's just taking its time to do so.
It's creeping ever so slowly toward the center line, but not far enough.
Nice opportunity here for Dwayne to hit and roll under, and like Roger's pointing out, that these rocks are getting a little higher each time, which only makes the roll to the 4-foot circle more profitable if you can get one there.
Yeah, now if you throw a nice soft weight, half a rock, it probably rolls to the top 4.
Really put the squeeze on early in the game here. Dwayne Farr is a dangerous man with that stick in his hand. Throws the stick very, very well.
It's actually very hard to draw with a stick, and he's about the best at it at the club, I think.
Agreed.
He learned that stick very quickly.
I've tried throwing it with my leg injury. I've missed curling the last couple weeks, and it's definitely going to take some getting used to if, in fact, I have to do that.
Got a little inside.
That opens the door for a draw here from Mike. The blue rock's in a good spot. It's pretty much buried, so that's a good sign for Dwayne here, because Mike does have a couple of other ducks on the pond here.
Yeah, a couple reds in already, so it's nice to have that good second rock at least covered.
Sure. At this point, even with good shots from Mike and Dwayne misses, Mike's only playing for 2, it looks to me like.
Yeah, if Mike goes top 4 here, Dwayne can just follow him in and make it really difficult to grab a deuce.
Sure.
Got to stick this one first, though.
Indeed.
And Mike Kessler with his first shot here in the first end.
Front end thinks he's got weight. Liz is kind of just cleaning. Mike just standing by now. It's coming down. Looks like he's got a good shot. Not going to bury, however.
He's going to sit in the open.
As he ticks this red one. Pretty much wide open, huh, Roger?
It is. Decision time for Dwayne. Could either hit or freeze. Looks like Dwayne's playing the freeze. If you make it, it's great.
Right. If you don't, 2 comes right back into the...
3 comes back.
3 comes back in the picture here. Yeah, a little bit of a gamble here early from Dwayne.
Just saw the line, though.
It's one of those you can't underthrow or overthrow. You got to just kind of hit. This is sort of a board weight shot. It looks like it's really coming up.
It's over curling
Yeah,
again.
it is, yeah. Not going to get there.
I got it by.
Oh my goodness. Nope.
No, it's going to tick. They're going to roll for a second shot.
Not in a bad spot either with that red rock in the way.
It's hard to run it off without jamming it on the back
I
red,
think
right?
Mike's got to draw for 2. Unless he tries the red-blue, but that's risky, huh?
That's pretty risky.
Yeah, high risk shot. I think he's just drawn for 2.
Got yourself an easy 2 here, I think.
Yeah.
Easy as they're going to get.
Yeah, you don't want to get crazy here with trying, because you could run the blue one into the red. A lot can go wrong here with this red-blue raise. If they were nose on, I'd say maybe it was worth a try, right? And that red rock wasn't in jeopardy in the back 4.
It's always only for 2.
Correct.
Because this blue rock is still 3rd.
That's right. Yep.
So, not helping.
Not worth it.
Straight draw for 2. Last rock, first down, Mike Kessler, drawing for 2.
Looks like he's all over it.
Coming hard.
Sure is.
He's going to get by the back blue. Yep.
Just slid it right in there.
Oh,
no.
It went too far. Needed the rub. There's only one red.
Okay.
A little bit of an escape there for Dwayne Farr here in the first end.
Big time.
After one end of play, Team Kessler 1, Team Farr nothing. They'll have the blue rocks and the last rock here in the second end.
Boy, am I glad it's warmer up here in the warm room. We had a couple weeks where it wasn't quite the warm room. It was sort of the cool room.
Oh, here in the broadcast booth, it was toes were getting chilly.
Yeah, I got the old winter boot. I had the old winter boots on with the heavy socks, hunting socks.
We're toasty now.
Much comfortable.
We got a new thermostat, and we cleared the ice block out of the furnace. That made a big difference.
Oh my, is that what? Oh my goodness.
Oh man, it was like, well, it was about 12 below outside, and it felt like 12 below inside.
It was chilly.
It was pretty ugly.
Comfy in here now. Okay, out of the second end here, we got a center guard up about 5 or 6 feet off the rings. And Dwayne's going to try a draw here from Monica.
Trying to get around. Top 8, top 4. Line was great, the weight was not. Going to come up just a little short.
Going to be like another guard for Kessler. He'll waste no time going for the 4-foot circle if I know Mike.
Yep, this is going to be a first hog to the trough end.
Indeed.
Everyone's headed for the 4-foot.
And why not?
They got double guards now.
Yep. Looks a little toasty. Liz just curled her nose up at herself. She thought it was a little heavy, and she went, nah. And she was right. It's gonna stick around, but it's gonna go right to the back 12.
Yeah, the sweepers had no interest in that stone all the way down.
Nope.
Gonna hang on to the back 12.
So once again, there's an opportunity for Dwayne to get a rock behind these guards.
The advantage to the first one around here. Monica Spath with her second.
Weight looks better. Looks like it's coming up hard again. Looks like we're going to junk it up further.
A little tight.
Moving these around, not a bad thing. Well, guards are in play.
And around we go again. No one's found the trough yet.
No. Mike DiGeronimo giving it a shot here.
He's also tight.
clearly on the red one. It looks like it could raise the red one if it comes enough.
Just going to clunk the edge.
Yep. Oh, boy. Boy, this is getting to be a messy end.
Well, there's a pile of guards on the right-hand side to get around now.
Let's see if Charlie can get one to the 4-foot circle.
Who can get to the 4-foot first?
I think they've been throwing rocks over here, Roger. It looks like it's really keen over here. This doesn't need much sweeping in the way of no line here, but its weight looks really good.
Coming up nice. They need to get it underneath.
Yeah. Got to keep going right till it stops, and it might be a really good rock.
That's in a great spot.
That's a really good spot for that rock. Nice shot from Charlie. Well thrown.
The hog has found the trough.
Indeed.
They're in. It's gettable, though. That's a pretty high guard.
Yeah, you just got to come sort of
just through the rings
soft
weight.
at it. This might be a lot of weight. Mike not biting yet. He's
not
straightened up
sweep.
like it's going to go by everything, possibly. And that, oh, boy, just missed it.
Didn't even noodle it.
Didn't noodle it. The weight was up probably a little bit more than he wanted to throw there, and he just motioned down to Mike with his hand in the air, which would be a curling signal that he threw too much weight.
Yep. You needed just through the rings weight there, probably.
Now a big opportunity here. If Dwayne can guard this up, he's going to be...
Oh, stuff another one, top 8.
Yep.
Right in behind.
Here on the side of short here, obviously. Pro side miss would be short. Don't want to move this blue rock. Looks like Charlie's got nice weight here.
A bit wider this time.
Yeah.
Coming over, though. Look at this, walking over.
Sure is. This one you want to leave a little high. It's going to be exposed.
Yeah, you don't want to leave a double.
Boy, no, it looks like he's going to leave a juicy double here for him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Ouch.
Yikes.
Not exactly. See, if you get information from the front end on that one, you might be able to sweep it and split those.
Yep.
You know, that would have been an option with that stone here. Ann's going to look to make a nose hit, pop both these off. I think you can even roll.
Change the whole end here.
Yeah, you can cross the face of this and even bury it, I believe, and still get the double.
Yep. And if you cross the face, you're going to bring a little more weight.
Isn't it strange how one shot in a curling end can make the whole end go differently?
It
happens time and time again.
Make all your work disappear in one shot.
It's so true.
You work so hard to get those stones in the right
Boy,
place.
I don't know if she's by. She did. She snuck it by and got the double. Nice throw there. Very nicely thrown. They were working it. It was a good team shot. Nice shot there from Ann Stolman. Pretty much buried.
Now you got to work to get your one for Dwayne Farr.
Tough draw the other way, huh?
I'd be tempted to bust open the middle here.
You and me both.
You can't see shot rock, and it's hard to draw around it.
I know what you and I would be doing here, Roger.
Yeah, that blue rock's got to go.
Yeah.
Me no likey that rock.
You certainly wouldn't need to be telling me what weight I was throwing.
Yeah. Got to get by the red. Now they can go. They had to wait for the curl.
Not in a bad spot.
It's actually a well-positioned rock.
Sure
so
is.
They can use it. Mike's going to get rid of it. Right on the nose. over curling.
Yeah, nice shot, though. They held it. Well, this is something we can hit and roll here now if you're Dwayne.
A lot of reds building up.
Yes, there is. What do you like here? Hitting that one that just hitting the shooter and rolling over?
I think I'd save it.
Mm-hmm.
I think your big problem is the rock on the top 8. That's kind of blocking your draw path. It's a very tight port, actually, the way the rocks are curling. You have to get by this to get to the button to score your 1 later in the end.
Yeah. Almost might be a good idea to try and run the blue. Try and open this up.
I think at this point, trying to score 2 is a little far-fetched. You're hoping you get your 1 here.
A little light.
And you don't need any more guards, that's for sure. Now that draw path's completely cut off.
Now trouble brewing for Dwayne. Mike will come the other way.
May have to play the in off. That may be his only option.
If you're Mike, do you in off your own here?
You could. It's not serving you any useful purpose.
No, it is
right?
not. It's actually a favor. It's a favorable rock for Dwayne right at this moment. I think he's just drawing.
But it certainly wouldn't be out of the question to use your own or just get rid of it so that it's not usable.
Yep. Yeah, he'd be no worse off if he got rid of his own rock here.
Although you don't want to hit and stick out here because Dwayne can make this draw as well. So I think Mike wants to get there first. Then take away the in off if necessary.
I think he'd be very happy to be top button behind the one on the 4-foot.
I think anywhere on this out-turn draw path would be dandy. Preferably deep enough that they can't use that in off. If you could get to the bite top 4, it'd be perfect, right? If you could get right here,
absolutely.
That would be. You can't use anything. Can't use anything spot.
I think this has got Wayne.
Line looks pretty good.
Wade's there too.
Just hanging out wide.
Got to go behind it now. Well, there, Roger. You drew it up.
Yep.
You drew it up, and there it is.
Got to a pretty good spot.
Yep.
It is open. Didn't curl much to get there.
No, it did not. Perfect weight. Boy, if you're Dwayne and you can just get to the inside of this and flop underneath the red one, he's back in line for his deuce.
I think almost if you get to the nose, you're in pretty good shape too. Got to move it.
Right.
That's pretty much your only path in.
Though big shot here in the second end. Pile of red rocks, 4 red rocks on the rings. Bit of a pressured shot here from Dwayne early in the game. A lot can change here in one shot.
Even if you get to the nose here, you're giving yourself a chance.
Yeah, nose, there's no risk for Mike to go after it. And I'm sure that's what he'll do.
And you'll still have the in off for your last.
Right.
First rock for Dwayne Farr here in the second end. Looking for a little freeze tap.
Oh, he just nicked the guard.
That was very close.
Boy, oh boy, it was money if it got by.
It was close to a perfect shot.
Oh boy, money, money, money if it got by. I think he was going to get a nice little tap and roll too. There was enough weight to move it and flop. Wow.
And the worst part's only 4th rock, so.
Oh boy. Ouch. Good try though. Man, it just ticked that blue guard that's about 4 feet off the rings. Unfortunate there for Dwayne. He's in a bit of a pickle now.
He needed 2 inches more ice, or about 6 feet more weight would have been perfect.
Yes.
Now, where do you put this rock? Yeah, I almost want to freeze one right on the one that Mike just threw, right? Go right here.
That, or if you certainly the pro side misses short and just block the path completely.
Yeah, I'd worry about coming off the blue. Dwayne is always going to have the one coming off his own, although that's very dangerous.
Yeah, a little flop off the blue into the just touching the 8-foot circle.
Well, I think that's what Dwayne's going to probably have to try with his last if you just guard the draw path. It's dangerous. If you miss it, you'll drop a bucket, but I don't know how else he gets in.
I don't either. This is really shaping up to be a disaster here for Dwayne early.
Yeah, I think if Mike freezes on his own, there's almost no good options for Dwayne with his last.
Line looks great. Don't know if it outcounted.
That's in a really good spot.
It's in a good spot, though.
Yikes.
Boy, how does he get in there? He's going to have to raise the blue one into the red one. I think that's all he's
dangerous.
got.
So dangerous.
I don't see anything else out there, Roger.
Yep, it's going to probably have to jam it in, maybe, what, a quarter rock?
Yeah, not even. Just tick it in there, just to cut him to one.
Well, I think
he might be able. You know what?
He might be able to get shot.
He might be able to get shot out of this if he hits that into that.
Right there. He might be
I'll
close.
count that one in the 8-foot, right?
He might.
Yeah. Wow.
Got to hit it high, though.
Good boy. Against 4.
Got to hit it high.
Yeah. If he doesn't hit it high, he might send it right in between the 2 reds and leave Mike sitting 5.
That would be colossally unlucky, I think. It's a pretty small hole.
Sure is.
The last rock here, second in for Dwayne Farr. This will be a big one. He's looking at 3. Trying to play off his own rock.
Threw some weight here.
Got to catch just a piece of this blue rock. It's looking good.
It looks real good.
Oh, just unlucky.
He spun off in between them. Leave Mike sitting 5. Ouch.
Yikes. Needed to hit it thinner.
Yep.
Good try. Looked like it was really close.
Sure did. Well, we'll see if Dwayne can peck his way back in here. This is going to be a hard team to make up 6 on. Never, can't say it never. Can't get them all back at once. Just try and get your deuce and steal setup ends, but this is a colossal task.
Yeah, 6 ends to go.
Little dejection on the faces of Team Farr. Boy, we've been there and done that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Curling is a funny game. Nothing really went right for them in that end, but sometimes even when things are going well in a curling game, all of a sudden one shot and it's like, uh-oh. Reality set in. Look at this. This isn't going to touch anything except the ones in the back. Good luck if you tried to throw that rock. Looking over at sheet 3 momentarily, there's a lot of rocks in play. And blue comes away with 2.
All right, so Mike Kessler's team decided to go straight in to top of the house. Good idea. Up 6. Dwayne's playing a delayed corner guard game. He's going to get this rock off the center line. Then you can throw your corner guard. Usually like to roll away with this shot, though. If Mike hits this, it'll be higher up in the rings, and maybe you can throw a corner. And the scoring area is a little bit bigger now. You know, the 5-rock rule, you don't have to throw your corner guard right away. You can move a rock that's cutting down the scoring area and throw it with your second rock. Up 6, Team Kessler's not going to leave anything sitting around. So now you can throw your corner. No rocks in the rings.
And when you're playing against somebody keen in this kind of a game, as soon as free guard zone is over, Mike will start erasing rocks, try and give Wayne the hammer back with one, get the hammer back, set up another end, and it's just, when you're behind the 8 ball early like this, it's a tough grind. Been there. Easy to get discouraged.
You got to get your corners up and see if you can generate a 3. It can be done.
Right. Make full use of the 5-guard rule here.
This one's a little high, but it is over.
It'll work.
Good spot for a corner, though. Doesn't cut off the out-turn draw to the pin. Got everybody sweeping now. I don't think they want a guard here.
Just gonna make a biter out of it.
Just got it on the rings.
Yeah.
Not much of a threat, though. This would be a good chance to get around the corner. Or you could throw another corner guard.
Sure could. I think this rock is your friend. I'm not sure I would get rid of this rock.
Well, it's not a threat.
Right.
Biting the 12-foot, I don't think it's ever going to be a huge threat. I mean, this is a good chance to have a freebie to get around the corner.
Right. Or like you said, throw a corner on the other side.
Yeah, you want to set up a bigger end. You're going to have to get rid of some rocks later in the end, but at least you have things to hide behind. Mike's going to chase anything that lands anywhere.
Yeah. Yes.
If it's on the rings, it's going to go.
Yep.
Will they catch a break here? Is this? Oh, they're going to catch a piece. Sweepers held that nice and straight.
Rolled it right over to the top 4.
Rolled it closer to the corner, though, so that helps.
Hit and roll would be a little easier. Not have to catch too little of the rock here. Fatter hit will get it behind that guard, and Wayne will get back in line for 2 if he can make this little hit and roll with Charlie.
It's not moving.
It is not.
Yeah, they kept sweeping it,
It's
too.
going to stay in the rings, I believe. Yep, just right to the tee line. Wide open. A little bit of elementary, my dear Watson.
At some point, you still got to loop one around the corner.
Right.
If you want to get
Take
your
a
deuce.
chance. Leave this rock alone if it stays over there and take a chance at a draw behind that corner guard. We're not sweeping.
And I got a good chunk of it.
Yeah, it's going to be almost get to the nose. Just off nose.
I think if you're waiting for a mistake out of Team Kessler, you'll be waiting a while.
Agreed.
You'll have to make something happen.
Shooter might go bye-bye on this one. Yeah, it's going to clear the house. Red Rock might have stuck around. It looks like it, in fact, did, didn't it?
Just hanging on the 12 foot.
So.
Now, chance for Team Kessler to sit 2, set up the force.
Was just cleaning. Rock's curling nicely. Looks like on the rings kind of weight. I'm not sure how deep. Looking T-line maybe a little greater.
It's like right at T. Anything but close to the corner guard.
Right. And that's just fine. Looks like Dwayne's going to try a freeze here.
If freeze on the center line side, you could set up a jam. With the rock in the back 12. Or get right to nose.
Looks like it's over curling.
Over curled already.
Might get lucky and have it come to the backer. Yeah, it looks like that's gonna, I think I would try to get it right on the backer. But nope, okay.
Line looked pretty good for.
Sure did. No, it's coming over nice, huh?
You know, for Team Kessler, it's all about elimination of blue rocks here. Looking for the force.
Yeah, I mean, if he hits and rolls under the guard here, he's sitting 3.
He just knows it, I think.
The nose is fine, right? Yes, that's right.
Could even hit and roll out here. Sweepers want nothing to do with it again. They're going to catch a piece?
I don't think so.
She flashed it. That's that straight side.
Oh boy, that didn't move a lick. Real weight sensitive there. If you're up at all, it's just unforgiving.
You get your weight up on that side of sheet 5. It's just run straight as a rope.
Well, here's an opportunity for Dwayne Farr to get back, you know, get his deuce here, right? Nose hit or even roll away, hit and roll away, just be sitting 1-2.
You want to set up 3, maybe freeze. Split the house here and at least get your 2 set up.
Looks like he's hitting it. Which is okay. It's more for the setting up for the deuce and not the 3, as Roger said. And the freeze is tough if you come up short. Then all of a sudden they're sitting 3 again if they can get your blue stone out.
Right, it gets a little messy.
It's a little messy again, so he's just trying to keep it clean. Cleaner.
Want to hit and roll away hair, I think, would be ideal. Get some separation between those blues. If you nose this, it's a potential double. Even though it's a little flat, I think you can still make it.
Dwayne Farr trying to get himself in business here for his deuce. They're working it over. I don't know if it's curling up hard on him. Looks okay. Barb is feverishly yelling all the way. That's going to be fine. Got over behind. Oh, boy.
Left a little pocket.
No.
Well, it's not the
So
easiest double.
if you're Mike, I guess you go for it, right? Up 6, just off nose, run them both off.
Yep.
Your shooter stays, you sit 1 and 2.
Well,
Even if you get rid of the one in the back, it's okay.
Yeah.
Get rid of all 3 of them.
Hit it perfect, I think you can get rid of 2. I did worry about the jam, right?
Sure.
Well, if you hit this a little high side, be a little worried about this going on this guy. I think it'll go by.
Mm-hmm. I don't know
Maybe.
what he's lining up here. I think he's just lining up the hit on shot. Well,
Or just get one.
Just get one. Right.
Give up a deuce area wouldn't be the end of the world.
No, I think that's what he's shooting for.
It's not the easiest set of angles for a double, actually.
No, it's not. You almost got to hit it just off nose to get them both. And like you said, there could be a jam in the back on the red one. So Mike will play the averages and the better shot here. He's up a bundle.
Let's make sure at least one goes here.
Just get rid of one. Just make one go bye-bye.
You hit and flop in front of the one in the back 4 would be just fine, too.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get the top one.
Maybe a little flop. Nope,
Nope,
right there.
right on the nose.
Yep.
He might be shot rocks. We're close.
Sure is. I'm looking at the big screen to our right, and it's too close to call from here. Last rock of the end coming, I believe.
Routine hit and flop. Even nose hits pretty good here.
Yep.
Coming inside out. A little more control of the curl going this way.
Hammerstone third end. Dwayne Farr looking to get his deuce and get himself back in business here. Barb is yelling, no, 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 no. Oh boy. Oh my, he's on his own, I believe. He is. And he's going to be shot rock out of it though.
Yep.
Okay.
Only for one.
I think, yep. So Dwayne Farr gets his 1 in the third end, making the score 6-1 after 3.
Yeah, just a little up weight, maybe it didn't move.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some work to do now. Team Farr down 5 here in the fourth end. Team Kessler with the Red Rocks will have the last rock here in the fourth end.
It's going to make me a pair of booties.
Ah, got some heavy duty knitting going on here next to our streaming booth.
Excuse me.
Center guard in play. Mike will have Liz Cato come around the wide side.
Looks a little toasty. She's smiling and she's laughing because there's like a hack waiter here.
Shaking her head.
I think she knew the minute she let it go. It's like, oh my goodness. Unusual fox paw there from Liz. A ton of experience for sure.
At least you can smile about those shots when you're up a bit.
So true.
Chance for Team Far to get another guard in play.
Also looks toasty. Going on the rings, I believe. Maybe we bury this now, I guess.
Kind of got caught with a tweener.
Yep.
If they'd gone hard, probably could have got that top 4.
Oh yeah, and behind the guard too.
Yep. Probably wanted the second guard though, being down 5. And Liz will get a chance to chase this rock. Coming over nice.
Fine shot. So the winner of this game will play my friend and longtime colleague Roger Rowlett tomorrow in his rink. Shout out to wife MJ. A little under the weather. We're hoping for a speedy recovery that she can come back. Roger's usual rink of Michelle McEnroe and Howie Feldman will be in attendance, and the standing in for MJ will be, I don't know Natalie's last name.
Natalie Shelton.
Natalie Shelton.
Yeah, she was lights out on Thursday night.
Played Thursday night with you guys and got glowing reviews from all involved. I'll bring you that game here tomorrow, 11:30 or shortly thereafter. Whomever it's going to be, whether it be Dwayne or if Mike can hang on and win this game, it'll be Team Kessler or Team Far. A lot of good stuff going on here at the Utica Curling Club. February's jam-packed with
It's a busy month.
curling excitement. Yeah, it's great. I will be on Talk of the Town with Rocco and Jason Aiello and Rocco LaDuca on Wednesday. I believe it's Wednesday, February the 9th at 9 o'clock. I'll verify that tomorrow. I'm almost positive that's the time, but I'll be on and talking about the upcoming Tri-Curling Clinic and the Olympic curling event as well.
We had more than a dozen people here last night for a kind of try curling on a Friday night at Utica. And
oh, and it was great.
Looks like they had a great time, and we got 3 people signed up for our Olympic curling school, so a 3-week program for you to learn how to curl.
That's so good.
And we even got some discount memberships available for those who participate.
Kudos to Liz Cato and Matt Hames, who were helping out. I'm not sure if anybody else was helping. If I don't want to leave anybody out. If in fact anyone else was helping, maybe Carol Jones too.
There were a bunch.
There were a bunch of folks helping out. So if I leave anybody out, I'll apologize ahead of time. But it just looked like they were having a ball out there. They came off the ice, and you could feel the excitement of the people who were participating in that Learn to Curl event that we had here last night. It really looked like a lot of fun for folks.
And we got 3 more dates coming up for those Fridays, March 4th, March 11th, and March 18th. So
mark that on your calendar, folks.
If you can't make the Olympic Tri-Curling on February 12th on a Saturday, then try one of those dates as well. It's not too late to get involved. And lock in a cheap membership for next season. Couple nice freezes there.
No hammer for Dwayne. Yeah, we've been playing this game a long time. This is my 22nd year of curling, and I've had an injury that I've been a nagging injury that curling certainly aggravated. So I've been not playing for the last couple of weeks. I'm climbing the walls. It's something when the bug bites this game that it would seem awful hard to live without it.
Oh, you miss it when you can't play. The pandemic was tragic.
Oh,
It was like
crazy winter.
It was like a pretty boring winter without getting out here to the rink.
Yeah, and we always talk about not just the game of curling itself, but we always talk about the camaraderie that goes with this game, and is second to none. I mean, I played basketball competitively for years, and softball and hockey, and there's nothing like the camaraderie that goes with the game of curling. These people are my family. I don't golf in the summertime, so rarely I see I see a handful of people from the curling club in the summertime. Oh, and I can't wait. It's as in my blood as deer hunting.
Yep. Well, I'm glad we're back in operation this year. Another great freeze, by the way, by Team Kessler. Freeze tap. Team Kessler's now shot rock. So we're having a little freeze fest here in the back of the house.
Yep, everything behind the tee line right now. Barb looking to do the same.
It's looking good.
Plenty of weight. Just got to come over a little more.
Just caught a little bit of a straight spot. The weight looked like it was perfect.
Boy, it's coming to it, though. It's just going to bounce off of it.
Yeah, leaves Team Kessler sitting shot. Team Farr sitting second and third. Now it's a race to the top four. Get one above tee line here. And Team Kessler will be in business. There's still an intern draw, though. There's still an intern freeze for Team Farr. They can get in this way.
Sure is. It's funny how ends of curling, sometimes it's happened time and time again where players, just the way that it unfolds, you get fixated on one side of the sheet and not the other. And Roger pointed out there's this cold draw on the other side. You'd have to be right to the button, but
Yeah, can't cover them both right now.
that's why skips get the big bucks.
This one's hanging out a bit too. But they're sitting 1-2. But that rock's in a bad spot. Dwayne can come down and just chip and roll in front of this one.
He's going to push those blue ones back, which is not completely in his favor. Mike's got hammer here too, so.
Yeah, the main thing is just a little nice soft tap and roll in front of that shot stone on the back.
It doesn't
four.
look like it's curling very much there either.
No, it's not. I mean, we got fooled a couple times. It's just hanging out there. You just can't. Oh, and
she overthrew this a little, it looks like.
She threw it out wide.
Yeah.
Dwayne moved his broom out.
Weight's down enough, but it's almost
not gonna,
lazy handle too.
Not going to come. Well, it's starting to go now. Look at that. Not enough. Not enough.
No.
Going to squirt the red one in a little closer.
Look at these rocks bunching up here. Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, you wanted to miss. If you're going to miss that, you want to miss that one tight.
Yep.
You run straight enough, you could control it with the broom.
Mike trying to put one a couple feet in front of his red ones here.
Boy, I'm still afraid of this intern. That intern to the pocket still looks like a game saver for Team Farr. I don't think Mike likes what he sees either. This is hanging out.
Gonna get to the red ones, I think. Maybe not.
Just hanging.
It's gonna freeze right on the corner of the red one.
Just hanging on that line.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you got a bigger set of targets now.
I'll say. Wall.
And just throw a little softy down this line and just roll in front of this stuff, right?
Yes.
That's the. Who's going to make that one first? Looks like they've been fooled by this line.
Boy, this might be a time for Dwayne to come the other way and plunk one right on the pile there, huh? Just lock one right against those red ones. Right.
I think he'd love to come down and just go right there.
Yep.
And sit in front of all the garbage.
Real fine, because you don't want to bounce it out into
Ooh.
Bounce it out into the open.
Yeah, you want to be right behind the blue guard.
Right. Just top button maybe, huh?
Maybe even come a little further, show them an eighth of a rock on the left-hand side.
Right, where they'll drive it into the red ones if, in fact, they go after it.
A little delicate shot here. Dwayne Farr with his first. Trying to find a saving shot here.
Yeah, trouble brewing again here for Dwayne. Looks like red's sitting 3.
This one's coming up.
You might have the shot you're looking for here, Roger.
Looking pretty good.
No bounce. Just lay it in there. That's a great shot.
Oh, that's in a great spot.
That's in a great spot. Well done.
Can be chipped out.
Nice shot, Dwayne.
Would have liked to roll a little more. I think they can, if you can bang this on the high side, it'll go out the side door. Right.
I'm sure Mike.
Catch this here.
Unrisky shot for Mike.
That doesn't go anywhere.
Correct.
This is going out sideways.
Yep. And Mike still might sit 4. 3 for
At
sure.
least 3, yeah.
It's amazing. Curling's one of the few games that you've ever played in your life where you can make a colossally great shot like he just made, and it's vulnerable.
It's still not good enough.
It's vulnerable.
Not easy, though. It runs so straight here, you could just miss the whole thing.
You could. I think even if he hits his red rock that's next to it, like in the crowd, he's still going to push it out into the open on the other side, I think. But this is Mike's first rock, correct? Yep. And he does have hammer. Excuse me. Does Mike Kessler.
Just want to make this blue one go away.
Yep.
Catch it anywhere on the high side. You probably can't throw a ton of weight from the way they've been sailing out here, though.
True. You just got to throw it to the board, maybe.
We'll see what he's going to throw.
And with her hand up right away. Not sure. Not sure.
Hanging.
Hanging.
Hanging. Rearranged the furniture a bit.
It did, and it actually left a nice corner raise where Dwayne's going to have to plunk another one in there.
He's going to have to play the same shot. He's going to have to come off that red.
Correct. Oh, boy. Because Mike can raise his red one that he just shot and blues the blue one easier now.
Can just jam it in, yeah.
Oh,
that'd be for 2. Yeah, Dwayne's almost got to play the same shot and roll in front again, right?
I think so. He doesn't want to do it for Mike either.
The other option is to play the other turn. It looks like what they're going to do and come right into the pocket. And that's okay. If you get one on the pin, then
Gonna steal.
Dwayne's blue is not going anywhere, right?
Right, exactly. And he can spoil the party here. Unfortunately for him, if he doesn't make a shot here, Mike's going to have a shot at probably
easy 2.
Easy 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, if you can catch it thin enough, you might get 3.
Maybe 6.
Last shot, 4th in for Dwayne Farr. Looking to steal, trying to draw one in. Line looks great, just might be a little on the hot side.
Perfect shot, Dwayne.
Oh, it's coming up nice.
Looks perfect. Wow, that's a great shot.
Okay, that's
1 and 2.
Really good.
Beautiful shot from Dwayne Farr.
Not doubling the blues out.
I don't think so.
It's a nose hit.
If you crotch hit him, maybe? Crotch hit for 1? Can you squeeze that blue out in between the 2 reds?
Can you get to do a nose hit for 1? Maybe not. You got to roll inside a bit. Right?
Yes, he does. He's almost got to hit these in the crotch. And can he get to the crotch with that blue guard way out there?
I think there's room. Got to throw a hack waiter.
Right there.
Hit right there and then roll toward the other blue.
Yeah, can you push that blue rock that's to our left in between the red and the blue?
Oh, you got to hit it so hard.
He's got to fire it. Because the red rock's going to jam into the blue one.
Yep.
And there's a possibility of Mike getting 4 here if he hits this just right.
You could squirt the blue one through, right?
Yeah, right.
You throw a rocket right here.
Boom.
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 And that
boom.
one squirts
Weasel
out.
it through there. Yep. It's possible. We'll see.
I want to get my one here. I wouldn't want to miss this.
You
And
fired it too.
got to get to the inside.
Oh,
Got by.
one. For
No,
one.
no two.
No, still a great shot to get the one. A good shot.
Just
Boy,
squeaked it
Dwayne
by.
put the pressure on him there. That was
Yeah.
great shooting from Dwayne, too. Nice shot from Mike Kessler to get his one here in the fourth end.
Now 7-1 after 4.
Tough task here.
Well, Mike got caught behind T-line early, so you're playing for one when you're back there.
Absolutely. Are we sizing it up for second rock? Actually, they're going to measure for two. They're going to measure for two. 7-1 for sure. Could be 8-1, depending on who prevails with the measure.
Looks blue from our overhead, but what do we know?
Yeah, it's tough. My eyes aren't that good anymore. Measures out. And it looks like red.
Yeah, they can't tell. Nope, the decision has been made.
Nope, blue.
It is blue.
So 7-1 after 4. Wow. Legendary sports news just popping up on the internet, and that Tom Terrific Brady has decided to retire from football. Kind of nothing left to do for that guy, you know.
I don't think so, yeah.
You know, he's pretty much done it all. He had a great career. It just popped up. Get to spend a little time with his wife and family.
And not get clobbered on a weekly basis.
I was just going to say that little shot in the mouth that he took in the last game might have had something to do with it.
Just seems to me it's not like a game for 40-year-olds.
No way. He's just crafty enough and skilled enough to get himself out of harm's way, but he took a little more of a beating this year than he's taken in past, and like you said, he's getting older, so nope. Plenty of cashola. He'll probably go down, if not the best quarterback in the game, certainly in the top 2, and I can't think of anyone who might have more accolades than him.
So first rock on the rings by Liz Cato. Takeout attempt by Monica Spath. Over curls. Yeah, what do you do with Mike? You don't want to guard it, that's for sure.
Tap it, maybe.
And just tap it up and sit 2. They'll be throwing no guards the rest of the game as long as they have this lead.
We won't be throwing any guards tonight, Johnny.
Getting some nice curl there.
Yeah, it is. It's going to split them nice, too. That works.
That'll work out nicely. 1-2 split.
Do you start freezing if you're Dwayne?
Well,
guards? What do you do here?
You need
You're down 6.
You need a center guard. You got to throw center guards no matter what. You really need a couple.
That's not going to work. Oh, I guess it did come over. Okay. Shooter
Thought
went
maybe
away.
they would hit and flop, but it's going to roll out. That's doing Mike a favor. Just with no guards in play, this Mike will continue to split the house.
So another one slides onto the rings here. Very nicely thrown.
Throw right down to this. Okay.
Charlie shots. Trying to freeze on the shot stone.
Line looks pretty good. Looks real good. Line's getting better. A little short, maybe.
Just starting to run out of gas.
Yeah, just chugged out on him. Did get it on the rings, however. And Mike will waste no time setting his broom down for a takeout.
Yeah, straight peel here would be good. Needs to come over. Got a piece? Got a piece. Get enough of a piece? Not quite.
Not quite.
Still sitting 1-2 though.
Yep.
Now you throw a freeze, you're probably making some progress here with another blue one on the rings.
Yeah, we've got somebody in the chat room out there from the Catskills. Okay, I'll give you one. Ah, baby. Couldn't help myself.
This one looks like it has better weight. Need to make sure it gets there.
Starting to bite again, though. I don't know. Not quite.
It's fooling him a little bit.
Boy, oh boy, too nicely thrown
I was
rocks
gonna
there
say.
from Charlie. Those are great shots. No play on words there. Great shots from Charlie Shots. A great name for a curler.
There you go.
Charlie Shots. Brandon Stone, new curler in the club. What a great name for a curler. Yeah, left them sitting 2, 3. Big 3. Yes.
Yep, I think so.
Dwayne trying to figure out how to wiggle his way back in this game here. He needs to score here. Needs to score a couple here.
Well, that rock is kind of sitting on T-line that shot. Just wonder if you threw a center guard, you have a chance to freeze later.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you freeze now, they're just going to get blasted out. Got to get perfectly.
Tough with no guards, you know.
Yeah, you have to get perfectly on the nose and.
Barb Felice, longtime curling friend of mine. We've played in a bunch of cobs together with our friends from Ottawa. Got some great cob stories that we will not share in the air.
Another one.
Nice, beautiful. That one looks good, huh? Just about a foot away, maybe 8 inches away or so.
If you hit the nose, that's fine too.
Try to pick this stone, but right on the noggin would be pretty good.
No sweeping as of yet. A lot of line. Coming now. Coming now. She's got a great shot here. Look at that.
Straight pick.
Split it right up. Very nicely thrown from Ann Stolman. After this end, we'll take a little look around the shed and give you a little verbal update of what's going on in the other sheets. Another freeze attempt coming. This time to Shot Rock. And it looks like it's running out of legs. And it did.
Different line. Have a guard now, though.
Mike gonna go for the draw around the blue one, I think.
You're going to try to beat them there.
Mike Kessler looking to draw around here and really force the action. He's sitting 3 right now. Front and leaning on this rock right away. This looks like it doesn't have legs either. Ice could be setting up a little bit. Looks like this is about a perfect time in a curling game for the ice to stiffen up a little.
Chance for Dwayne now to get one around, get himself out of trouble here.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's still skip deuce. If he can make a shot here, skip deuce is still in play.
They looked at the draw, now they're looking at the hit and roll.
Dwayne feeling better about the hit. Good shot.
Just stuck on the nose, though.
Nicely thrown. I guess Mike will go right after that, yeah?
Didn't get under. Didn't curl up. Now Mike has a chance to hit and roll, though. He would be happy just to hit and stick here. Even if it's on the nose.
Mike looking to get rid of this blue rock. Love to roll behind the guards. Coming up on him. I think he's all over the blue.
He's wrecked.
Yeah. Did get rid of the blue one, so now Dwayne can draw for 2. There's no 3 in play here, so just got to hit the 8-foot circle for 2, right? Full 8?
I think so. They're looking at the rocks on the edge, and they're deciding if they can hit the one in the back for 3. So the question is whether or not blue is out counting red out here. Looks like they're chasing the rock in the back. Might be able to get 3, so I think they're just looking to come down and tap it out.
Sure. Yeah, our angle's tough to tell whether it looks like you wouldn't be throwing this otherwise, right?
Yep.
You'd just be drawing for 2.
So Dwayne may think he could be 3rd shot.
Make the plot a little more interesting if he can make this.
Yeah.
Cut it to a 3-point game.
Back in business. It's got to come up. He's trying.
Not happening. Flattened right out.
Maybe a little too much weight.
Yep.
Didn't move it far enough.
Nope. So it looks like 1.
1 blue. That makes the score 7-2. After 5 ends of play, Team Kessler with the red rocks will have the last rock advantage here in the all-important 6th end. Some missed opportunities for Team FAR. They've had a couple deuces set up and haven't converted. That could have been a potential 3.
We've got a couple of good games going on other sheets here as well. Team Convoy and Team DeMeo are tied, and they're playing the 5th end. They're tied at 4. Team Moore and Team Crumma are tied after they're playing the 5th end. They're also tied at 3. And on sheet 4, Team Dunnigan with a commanding 8-1 lead over Team Law.
That's great for Tammy. I think Tammy was the most excited person to come back to curl this year of any of our members.
I couldn't agree with you more. My goodness.
She could not wait to get back on the ice.
There's some people, they make a curling shot, you want to run out and hug them. You know, and she's one of those people. So 7-2 here in our A semi feature. Bringing the rocks back towards the glass in the 6th end. I'm not so sure if Mike scores 1 or 2 here that we may not carry on. We'll see how the end unfolds. And certainly if Team FAR can steal, they'll continue.
It's hard to buy curl on this side of the sheet. It looks like it just runs straight. Team FAR looking for a little tap and inside roll here. Might want to keep some red rocks around in the back of the rings for backing. play this kind of like mixed doubles.
Sure, yeah. These are your anything I think down this late in the game, the rocks are your friends, regardless of whom's they are.
And they need a multiple steal. Just a little wide, and it's very unforgiving wide out on that side. It's like there's a gravity well on sheet 6. Now a chance to Christmas tree this one. I'll have to go right in there.
Yeah, I've been talking the Christmas tree to some of the newer curlers, talking about a Christmas tree shot, and they look at me like I'm crazy, and then I go into the explanation like you just did. It's sort of a triangle between the rocks, showing just half a rock to the rock that's being thrown. And this one went a little bit too, not exactly, but
it's a reverse Christmas tree.
Exactly.
They got to be in a straight line to be a Christmas tree.
Right.
They need to be right there.
Yeah.
Well, there's a double in the making. Or a hit and flop in front wouldn't be too bad.
Triangle. I'm trying to remember. Oh my God, you're a chemistry genius, probably math genius too, right? Good at math.
Well, I have to do some math, that's for sure. I'm not sure it helps in curling.
Is it true in geometry that the longest line of a triangle is hypotenuse?
Well, that's the longest side.
Longest side,
yeah.
Right? That's what I remember from geometry.
Okay. You probably remember more than me at this point. It's been a long time.
Hey, Team Dunnigan, winner over Team Law. Congratulations to Team Dunnigan. She's already digging in her pocket to to buy the drinks. Oh, bless her heart. I'm gonna go do the board. I'll be right back.
Rock over curl just a tad. Leaves an opening for Dwayne to play a freeze tap here. Get behind the guards and create some backing for a shot stone. Just can't buy any curl. It's just a little bit heavy and it's straightened right out.
Just doesn't want to come over, huh?
Yeah, if you throw through the ring's weight, it just straightens out. Now a chance for Mike DiGeronimo to bury one behind the guards and in front of shot stone.
Heavy. That's heavy.
And it just took off. 1 minute they had room, the next minute the rock was taken off. Overburied.
Probably not in a bad spot though. Oh goodness.
Yeah,
in front of the tee line anyway.
Yeah.
Once again, things getting a little messy here for Dwayne Farr and his rink.
It's harder to tap that back for a shot now. Rock on the top 4 is now in the way. The button is surrounded by the enemy.
Yes, it is.
Dwayne just indicated, just trying to freeze in the pocket here. Take them another shot probably to move those red stones out of the way.
not light.
It's coming in real nice. This one's getting some curl.
Just gonna chip
No,
and roll
it
off.
just
I
backs
think.
up at the last minute.
Yep, chip and roll off.
Oh boy.
Mike's still sitting 1 and 2. He's gonna go after this rock. A little blood in the water here, Roger.
We hit and roll into the pile here. It's going to be really ugly.
There's blood in the water. On it. Would appear to be a little tight.
Mike calling right away. Pulled it out.
Yep.
Brooms pulled it out.
Left a little glimmer of hope to get a blue rock in between here, right?
What happens if you just go dink donk, right?
Yeah,
and
just
sit right in
gooch
front.
one right in there.
Give yourself a chance.
Yep.
Nope, got out wide. Is it going to come back? Answer no. It will not come back.
Coming in here? We want to lose it. I'm coming in.
Sitting 3, I don't mind coming right into the pocket here.
Yikes.
That looks really good. I think you're dropping 3 here no matter what you do.
Thank you.
Well, you can come off your own blue, but that only counts 2 rocks, right?
Right.
Come off your blue into here at best.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you can weasel it into
Those 2 are still going to count, I think.
Yep. You almost could draw the other way and come to shot rock and maybe just tap it 2 inches and be shot.
Well, no, you can't.
Come the other
There's
way.
no
right
way.
There.
There's no way you can get into the
Can't
button
get in
area.
there, no
I
way.
don't think so. You cut off from the.
Well, he's going to move some rocks unless he's actually crashing. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Boy, oh boy, for sure.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, it just got stickier here for Dwayne. Mike has hammer here too. This is
I don't think he has to throw. If anything, you just run the blue off.
right.
If you run that blue off, now what?
Just gonna
There's a potential cut down shot here for Dwayne on the outside, right?
right. think you just want to come behind the blue guard, Roger, into the 8 foot maybe. Half behind the blue one.
Yeah.
Show me where.
I
Right.
can't get my telestrator to work here.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it doesn't want to work for me.
Oh,
Doesn't
okay.
want to work for me.
Reset that puppy.
Yeah.
But half behind the blue one, I think right into the 8 foot circle is
Yeah.
just take that blue raise away, right? Just cut the rings down on yourself at this point. Make it so Dwayne can't get in there. You know, if Mike doesn't throw, Dwayne's got a tough shot at anything. From the way of counting, anyhow. And if they can get this half around, this blue one looks like it's way wide. Getting better, though. Line's getting better. Oh, this is a fine shot. Just stop it up high. Can't get there now. Got to throw the raise.
And that's all you
That's
got.
just crazy. Crazy raise. It's about a 10-foot run back for I'm not sure what. It's certainly to cut him down.
Cut him down to 3.
Yeah.
Good weight on it. Full mustard on it.
Could be the last shot of the game here, folks. Dwayne Farr's got to make something happen here. He's in trouble. And didn't happen. I think that's going to be the end of our game, folks, is my guess.
Yeah, Mike will have an open draw for 5.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it down.
That's it.
And we'll call the game, make it a final.
I'm going to sign off, Roger. Thanks for
yeah.
thanks for having me
Thanks.
for the
Yeah.
for the game. It was great. Tomorrow, folks, I will be here for our A final, which will be between my friend Roger Rowlett and his rink of Michelle McEnroe, Howie Feldman, and Natalie Shelton, playing in place of MJ Walsh, and the team who just won this game, Mike Kessler, Ann Stillman, and Mike DiGeronimo, Liz Cato. So tune in tomorrow, and we'll bring you that game, folks.
Yep. See you tomorrow, folks.
Bye now.